Good evening and welcome to Monsignor Kaminsky Gymnasium for another night of Snowbirds high school basketball action. This is Alex Powers with my brother Daniel Powers, and I want to apologize to the viewers for not starting the stream about 10 minutes earlier because the end of the JV game here tonight was absolutely crazy.
Ended off with a almost three-quarter court shot to win the game. They needed three to take a 1-point lead, and I don't have the kid's name, but he delivered.
Great win for the Trojans tonight. Let's see who comes out on top during the varsity game. We've got the Snowbirds led by Coach Dale Jacob, and the Trojans are led by head coach Chase Hibbard. Daniel, what do you expect to see from the Snowbirds tonight to get a victory?
Well, I talked to some of the guys before the game. Dylan Croft aware that Central Lake is on a hot streak right now. They're coming off a couple of good games, and they're ready to keep playing. So he thinks they need to stay warm, but they still got it.
And what about these Trojans? Have you seen anything from them that you're looking for? Maybe who do you think is going to be the top scorer for tonight?
Well, if that JV kid has an older brother, I hope it's him.
Yeah. We'll start shooting it like Steph Curry out in the gym tonight.
So, Coach Gary Metelski is warning that St. Mary's, while have been playing very good past couple of games, to not get too comfortable in that mindset, not to get too cocky and go into every game ready to play.
Yeah, he used the very technical math terms of regressing to the mean, I believe.
Regressing to the mean.
So we are about 3 minutes away from prayer and national anthem in what is sure to be an exciting night of basketball. The Snowbirds come into this game leading the conference with an, I believe, undefeated conference record. And I'm not sure where Central Lake is ranked, but they are not far behind. So these are definitely one of the top couple of teams in the conference. And any night in Ski Valley basketball, we could have an upset, and the Snowbirds have to be on their game to make sure they can secure a conference championship.
The whole conference, it seems, plays the mindset, hey, if we can't be a shark, we'll be a piranha. You can't go into any game just lazy with it.
What does that even mean?
What do you mean? I think it's pretty obvious. Piranhas are smaller. They can't eat a shark, but if you don't pay attention, the piranha's going to get you. Have you seen Wednesday? It's on Netflix.
I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Is Netflix one of our sponsors tonight?
No, we're working on it. We're in talks.
All right. And with about 2 minutes left before the game, we're going to go to a quick commercial right before the national anthem and prayer.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Point City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
welcome back. We just finished up with the national anthem and prayer, and Daniel will help us announce the starting lineups.
Number 3, Sam Mead. This is the Trojans. Oh, Garrison Barrett, number 11. Number 27, Grant Miller.
27?
24, yeah. Oh, I missed that. Mason Hopp, 32. And 34, Drayton Evans. Math's not my strong suit. I talk to Gary Metelsky about that sometimes.
Great assistant coach for the St. Mary's Snowbirds this year.
By night, by day, Petoskey, North Central Michigan College. Math teacher, Donovan Blust for the St. Mary's Snowbirds.
World-renowned math professor.
World-renowned. Gavin Bevel. Daniel Jacobson. Brody Jeffers.
How long has this dude been starting for St. Mary's?
Since he was in preschool, I think. and Dylan Croft.
I can confirm.
Not a rare starting lineup for the Snowbirds. I can't speak for the Trojans, but very similar to the usual for St. Mary's. But hey, guess it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, and let's hope that tonight is just as exciting as the JV game was. As a
low-scoring game, too. It was like 40 points.
Yeah, we were treated to a great halftime game-winning buzzer beater by some JV player for the Trojans.
And Grant Miller and Brody Jeffers will be the tenders here going for the tip.
All right. And Jeffers wins the tip back to Daniel Jacobson coming up the court. Quick pass to Dylan Croft down the lane, and he loses it out of bounds. Good vision by Daniel Jacobson there. And the Snowbirds hop into a press right away to start the game, and the Trojans break it right away. Tipped out, given to the Trojans. Back to number 11 for the Trojans, guarded by Donovan Blust, who typically takes the best player for the Snowbirds each night on defense. And Jeffers with a nice rebound. Up the court to Gavin Bevel back to Jeffers for an open three. Cannot connect. Dylan Croft fighting for the rebound, but it is secured by Drayton Evans. Coming back up the other way. Still scoreless here in the first quarter. Trojan ball up top. Back to the wing.
And a slow start for both these teams who have come off good games in the past.
And a travel on number 24, Grant Miller, a freshman. Wow. Only freshman on either of these teams tonight.
And a tall freshman, too.
Yeah.
I wasn't blessed with those genes.
Brody Jeffers down the middle. Up to Blust, up to Gavin Bevel up top. A little behind the back. And opens up the night with a quick two for Gavin Bevel.
Magic. I don't know how he does it.
And a quick long two. No good. Jacobson with the rebound. Up the
Coast
court.
to coast. Oh,
back to
gives it
Blust.
Donnie.
Nice transition bucket for Donovan Blust.
It's starting to boil here. It's heating up.
Number 11, Barrison, guarded by Blueston. A quick foul right there. That is the first for either of these. Garrison Barrett.
It's okay. I'm not good at math. You're not good at reading. It's
evens out.
Yeah. Together, we're a normal human being. This is the Powers Cast from Next Level Broadcasting. And the freshman.
Nice move, but cannot finish. Bevel up the court to Jeffers. And he finished. Oh, he cannot finish. And a foul going against the Snowbirds on Blust. That is a quick second foul for Donovan Blust. And we can already see Rylan Metelsky will be the first one off the bench to replace Donovan, who we'll hope to see a little bit more later in the night, but probably not for the next couple of minutes. Snowbirds full court man-to-man press, trying to run the Trojans off of their normal offense. And it works right here as Jeffers gets the steal one-on-one and finish. Oh, cannot get the finish. Bevel with a nice rebound. Taking the ball out, resetting the offense, and Bevel gets it to go. That is 4 quick points for Gavin Bevel.
I say he paid attention in religion class. He parts the sea like Moses to get to the basket.
Oh, and a steal
Brody.
by Jeffers. And a finish and one by Brody Jeffers. The Snowbirds are going crazy to start this game, up 8-0 already.
Cannot ask for a better beginning.
Well, half court bank shot could have.
I take that at the end, though.
Okay,
It's
like Fresh Prince, Will Smith.
Yeah, the old-timey references now. Brody puts the first one in. That's the one. The first of one.
And I was talking to Dale Jacobs last night, the head coach. He said that Brody Jeffers this year has made more free throws. I think that was his 58th free throw on the year.
I didn't score 58 points in high school.
Nice move by Jeffers. Back out to Daniel Jacobson.
The young guard. Oh.
Back out to Jacobson again. And
that could have been a foul call if it wasn't the same team.
It might have been. And the travel on Daniel Jacobson. Back to number 3. That is Sam Mead, the first one off the bench for the Trojans, trying to drive on Jeffers. And 24 that is Grant Miller, the freshman, opening up the scoring for the Trojans tonight. Right back the other way to Metelski. Tipped out, and Metelski looks like he got his hand slapped right there. But the ball will stay with the Snowbirds. I'm looking for a corner 3 from the Snowbirds right here.
I was talking to Gary Metelski again about his son, Rylan.
How did I know that? It's almost like I played for Dale Jacobs.
But, yeah, Metelski was talking about Rylan being a little bit aggressive on the offensive end. Said he wanted to dunk on the 6'4" kid last game.
Oh, nice move by Gavin Bevel. Nice little Euro step to fake out the only defender between him and the rim, and he gets the finish.
Get your passports.
I see the
yeah,
you're
up.
Yeah, I'm up to date.
Get it? Okay.
Probably the 3rd travel tonight for these teams combined. And Snowbirds broke out to an early lead. And see if they can extend it. Jeffers down the lane, out to an open Metelski.
And they'll call the travel on that one.
What Daniel said earlier, the passport thing.
Okay.
We may have grown up together, but we cannot read each other's minds yet. We're working on it.
We grew up together?
Number 24, Grant Miller down the lane, and it is stolen away to Daniel Jacobson. Up to Gavin Bevel in transition, and he pops the 3. And gets it to go. Gets the hometown discount. And that will lead to a timeout here. Snowbirds lead 14-2 early with about 3:40 left in the first quarter. Daniel, you got some of our live reads tonight?
I usually cue them in a little smoother, but yeah. If you're listening to this game, maybe on Bluetooth in your car and you're driving down in Wolverine area and you need a snack, you could stop at Schultz Marathon Party Store to get gas, jerky, or anything else you need. Your friends at Schultz Party Store are always there for those long St. Mary's road games.
And Daniel, for the Trojans here, they already have a pretty big deficit. What do you want to see coming out of this timeout to maybe close the lead going into the second quarter?
I think they need some nourishment from Schultz Marathon Party Store, first of all. Other than that, I think just put the ball up more.
Yeah, I guess
a little timid.
Right. You cannot score if you don't put up shots. You can't have possessions ending in turnovers, which they've had happen a couple of times. So, and I guess that goes
knowledge.
for either team. Snowbirds coming out in that press again. Number 34, Drayton Evans, fouled.
They'll call that on Daniel Jacobson.
That is his first. And I believe the foul count is at the moment 3-0. Snowbirds with 3 fouls.
That's a stat you don't want to lead in.
No.
It's like golf. Speaking of.
Might as well go for
Golf Gaylord, available for all your golfing needs. I'll do the full live read probably later because I don't have that one memorized very well.
Jeffers down the lane in transition. Cannot finish. Oh, put back by Metelsky's no good and taps it out to number 3 with a 1-on-2.
Sam Mead.
Cannot get the finish. And a foul on Rylan Metelsky. Another foul for the Snowbirds. You know, sometimes when you see foul counts like this early in the game, you start to think of maybe there's some favoritism from the refs, but I think these are well-deserved fouls.
Yeah, not much to complain about here.
At least on the refs' end.
Yeah.
Snowbirds could clean up their play a little bit. 24, the freshman. Nice. Draws another foul. And Gavin Bebel. So he will go to the line for his first. Oh, no, he's the only one who scored.
5th team foul, right?
Yes. So
one more to put in bonus.
yeah, eventually we'll see some free throws coming after each and every foul for the Trojans.
And just about halfway through the first quarter. After a bad start like this for the Trojans, that's a good way to catch up with the free throws.
If they make them.
If they make them. That's a given, yeah.
So, yeah, the Trojans have had a rough start, but if they can bring this lead in close, if they keep drawing these fouls, they will eventually have a huge
advantage. And a quick look all the way down to Daniel Jacobson, wide open. He was ready and puts in the easy bucket.
Snowbirds just came to play tonight.
I was talking to travel call, another turnover. I was talking to Brody, and don't remember the direct quote, but I'll paraphrase. He said, you know, I'm here to work tonight, just like every other game, put in the effort, and we'll win.
He didn't say that, did he?
I paraphrase. He gave a okay sign. So I think that's what he meant.
We don't have a translator on hand.
No, I'm not fluent, but I could order it at a Brody Jeffers restaurant.
Hogan McKinley draws the first foul on number 3, Sam Mead. That is the first we've seen from Hogan McKinley tonight. He's always some great shooting power off the bench for this Snowbird team. And another thing, talking to Dale, he thinks this might be probably his best shooting team that he's had.
Speaking of Gavin Bebel draining that 3.
And especially had heavy praise for Daniel Jacobson in his 3-point shot, which we've seen
over and over and over again.
Yes. And the battle of 24s.
Another foul. And that's going to be
on Jeffers. That is, I think we're now in the bonus already for St. Mary's, and with Central Lake only committing 1 foul so far. And tonight, keep an eye out for number 24 on both sides because it seems like they are the leaders of each of these 2 teams.
And number 24, Grant Miller, puts in the first free throw. Or as we've nicknamed him, the freshman.
And nice rebound by Brody Jeffers. Out to Hogan McKinley in the corner for Bebel. And a wide open 3 at the top of the key for Jeffers. Puts it in.
Like it's nothing.
Jeffers, not only the point guard for this team, but also the tallest player. So there's some nights where maybe the bigs aren't pulling the rebounds down that Brody Jeffers can lead in every single category.
It looks like we got another foul.
And who is that on?
I did not catch it, but that is 7 in the first quarter. Am I right?
That's 8.
8 in the first quarter.
Oh, so they'll be in the bonus for the entirety of the second quarter. Dylan Croft coming in. Dylan Croft's had some huge games for the Snowbirds, especially Dylan always seems to show up in the big games.
He's got that TB genes, as we talked about, kind of like a cobra, silent killer. It's Dan Campbell. Nickname skills.
Or Coach Cherry,
Or
if
Coach
you
Cherry.
are familiar with the St. Mary's football team at all.
What was your Coach Cherry nickname?
Judge. Due to my apparently obvious resemblance to Judge Reinhold, known best for his role in the Santa Claus movie.
I think I got you beat there. Mine was Sherlock, from specifically the Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes, because sometimes he would overthink the plays and his fights and do it really good. Sometimes he just get beat.
And an easy bucket for number 224.
2-4.
That was pretty much set up from the start to go to him, and he delivered. Corner 3.
Nope.
Snowbirds moving the ball very well tonight. Jeffers can't get the finish, but you keep getting shots like that, either open threes or wide open layups. They're going to fall most of the time. Nice steal by Hogan McKinley, and he's wide open up top, but he could not turn his head fast enough. Jeffers saw it before he did, and it'll be a turnover, ball back to the Central Lake Trojans.
So maybe after the game, you could stop by Gaylord Eye Center. Gaylord Eye Center wants to keep everyone at the top of their game. For all your eyesight needs, check out Gaylord Eye Center with locations in Gaylord, Bel Air, Boyne City, and Sheboygan.
That was another one of those could have been a foul if there was two players from
different teams.
Yeah. But as it is, it'll be a turnover, second in a row for the Snowbirds. Got to clean that up to keep this lead going. Trojans coming down. A hard pick on Daniel Jacobson, but I would say it was probably clean.
Yeah, a little scorpion there, snowboard terminology.
Foul on number 11. That's Bevel. That is his third, I believe. So we probably won't see Bevel for a while, which is a tough.
And another way to come back on this lead is to foul out some of the St. Mary's players.
Yeah, that's never the goal going in, but it might be a halftime adjustment for the Trojans tonight. Bevel, one of the senior leaders on this team. It's tough to see him on the bench, so let's see if the bench can handle his absence.
If the team, not the bench will have him.
Oh, right.
Brody Jeffers slowing things down.
And it looks like Brody will
run out the clock in true Dale Jacobs fashion.
Well, I think we determined on the last broadcast this isn't much his fault as much as it is the MHSAA. Please install a shot clock. We want more basketball and less keep away.
We got a foul call, a rare Trojan foul call.
On who?
I think it was 34.
All right.
Drayton Evans. Possible relative of Chris Evans, Captain America.
Possible.
We don't have all the facts yet.
Carrying that statement.
We'll talk to him at halftime.
All right, 10 seconds. Brody Jeffers coming down the court. Pick and roll from Dylan Croft. And drives into the lane into triple coverage. And a travel. If anyone's keeping track, they might be able to redeem some frequent flyer miles after this game. 5 seconds for the Trojans. Up the court, 34. And back to the Snowbirds. .8 seconds. See if he can put up a shot. And he gets it off. Oh, almost puts it in.
And Central Lake has had no trouble tonight with their last seconds.
Snowbirds lead 22-9, and we will be back after a message from one of our sponsors.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today.
And welcome back to Monsignor Kaminsky Gymnasium for some more Snowbird basketball action. It is the start of the second quarter here in Gaylord as the Snowbirds lead 22-9. Snowbirds piled on the points in the first half of that first quarter, and then after about 3 or 4 minutes, it kind of steadied for both teams. It's been a low scoring since.
Piled on the fouls while they were getting those points.
Yeah, as if you can see the scoreboard, the Snowbirds are already in the bonus going into the second quarter.
The Trojans.
Trojans, yes. Number 24, the freshman, guarded by Dylan Croft.
Rookie, similar to Aiden Hutchison.
By the way, go vote for Aiden Hutchinson for Rookie of the Year. Nice bucket by the freshman. And the Snowbirds now lead 22-11. Bevel up top. Looks like a 2-3 zone coming from the Trojans. No, I was mistaken. It is man. Daniel Jacobson all the way across the court to Gavin Bevel. Open three and cannot finish.
They were due for a miss there.
Yeah, rebound out to Grant Miller. They've had a nice shooting game tonight so far. And Grant Miller looking for someone to pass it to, finds Mason Hopp, guarded by Brody Jeffers. And the Snowbirds still playing tough defense to fight the fouls. And there's another one.
Should have knocked on wood there.
So our unofficial foul numbers so far for the Snowbirds. Donovan Blust with 2, Gavin Bevel with 3, Daniel Jacobson with 1, Rylan Metelsky with 2, and Brody Jeffers with 2 fouls.
Math that up for us. What's the team count?
10. And a nice free throw for Garrison Barrett. So far, only 2 Trojans have scored tonight. Number 24, Grant Miller, the freshman, and junior Garrison Barrett is money from the line so far tonight. Sorry for that jinx, but he has 4 free throws already tonight.
Gavin with the
quick
pass to Brody Jeffers.
Open 3 for Blues, turns it down, up to the top of the key for Bevel. Splits the double team, tipped out of bounds, and they call it off Bevel. I'm not sure about that one, but
and Gavin Bevel isn't sure either.
So we've got number 11, the free throw shooter.
That one's not as cool of a nickname.
Couldn't think of anything else. Nice tip. Back to Daniel Jacobson coming up the court in transition. Finds trailer Donovan Blust. Back to Bevel. And Jeffers pump fake. Puts one up with the left. Cannot finish. Foul on Dylan Croft. So he joins the foul party.
The foul party? I like it. I like it.
Tune in for the halftime show with a possible guest appearance by none other than Coach Kevin O'Connell.
The asterisks very possible.
Yeah, I don't see him in the crowd. He may have left. If not, you'll get to hear us.
Busy man, Coach Kevin O'Connell. He's probably working on football, honestly.
He's what?
He's probably working on football.
Probably, as always.
He eats, sleeps, and everything else is football.
And I think an issue with the clock. There's 6 minutes and 17 seconds left in this first
and
half.
the freshman's at the line.
Oh, that's going to mess with our nicknames. Shout out to Tyler Bowerman, who never stresses, can never stress enough the importance of a free throw.
Quote, they're free.
Is that another foul on Brody Jeffers? It is. Now,
Ow.
I wouldn't blame Coach Jacobs if he's starting to sense a little bit of favoritism from the refs right here. It is now, I think, 12-2 on the foul count.
Regardless, both Gavin and Brody getting into foul trouble is bad news for the Snowbirds.
Right. Bound to see a little bit more from the JV players sitting on the bench tonight, who are utilizing the new 5 quarters rule, where you are allowed to play 5 quarters regardless of the game, which level.
Maybe we'll see Lucas Sherwinski.
Nice.
For the basketball fans out there.
And number 11 misses a couple free throws. And
Gavin going for a steal there. Not playing too timid with his foul count.
Nice rebound by Dylan Croft. And a foul. There we go. Another one coming back for the Trojans. The Trojans, with that foul, now have 4 times less fouls than the Snowbirds do. So
Good.
Daniel Jacobson will bring the ball up the court, and Trojans still in man defense. Looks like a pick and roll coming with Dylan Croft and DJ. Back to Bevel. Open 3.
Splash!
Gavin Bevel with a nice night already.
We should get an Avalanche Bay sponsorship or like Splash.
We should. Gavin Bevel outscoring the Trojans himself 15-12 at the moment. But number 34, Drayton Evans, is determined to change that with a quick bucket.
Wanted to add his name to the stat board.
Oh! DJ makes him fall and draws the foul.
And adding his ankles to his bone collection there.
Nice move by Daniel Jacobson, who's not typically the point guard, but he can put the ball on the floor. He's so good he could dribble a bowling ball.
That's Gavin, Alex. That's my Gavin joke.
Can't we have 2 good dribblers on this team?
Not bowling ball good.
Oh!
Knocked out by 34, Drayton Evans, Captain America.
Possibly.
Possibly.
Allegedly.
Captain America.
Make sure you add the allegedly. Oh, nice bucket from, I spoke too soon. Daniel Jacobson couldn't get the 3-point to fall. And a nice rim run by number 13, but he can't get the finish. Rebound out to Jacobson.
Now, in a typical St. Mary's game, with this cushion, I'd be sitting really comfortable.
Ooh, nice finish by Donovan Bloost to get the and one through contact. So he will go to the line.
Muscling through.
Do you know who that foul was on?
I have no clue.
Fair enough. And a corner. Wait, did they not count the bucket? Oh, that was on the floor.
And
so
just barely not out of bounds as it went behind the basket.
Right. So the Snowbirds back on offense. And
a nice interception by Garrison Barrett.
Oh, and a nice move. Could not get the finish.
Put in by 34, Drayton Evans.
We now have 3 Trojan scorers tonight.
And St. Mary's, after a nice cushion in the first, is seeing some more points from the Trojan end. They're saying, we're here to play. Don't get too comfortable.
Nice corner 3. Down for
Jacobson. He puts a magnet up there, I think, before each game.
And the Trojans have missed a lot of opportunities tonight, but you can tell the shots they're taking, they're expecting them to go in. They are not shooting well tonight, but that is sure to hopefully fix itself tonight, and if not, on for the games in the future. This team is one of the top teams in the conference, behind the St. Mary's and then the Onaway Cardinals and the Inland Lakes Bulldogs. Some more free throws for number 24, Grant Miller.
The freshman.
And I do have to say I have lost count of fouls for individual and team fouls.
That's okay. We'll do an ask for our new statistician.
Oh, nice pass by Gavin Bevel.
Oh.
Can't get the finish. Gavin bodies someone for that rebound. Also cannot get the finish.
Some fast-paced basketball happening.
Drayton Evans cannot get the finish.
Jacobson muscling that rebound down.
And he's looking for someone to drop the ball off to. He's got a wide open baseline, and he goes to take it. And a timeout called by Dale Jacobson. Smart move after several misses. And we will see what he draws up for the Snowbirds offense after this timeout. But for now, Daniel, who's sponsoring us tonight?
Gaylord in the 989, considered by most to be the golf mecca of Michigan. And whether you're looking for a new set of clubs or in need of fixing your slice, Golf Gaylord is your destination, where you can browse a wide variety of items and get lessons from their experienced staff. Golf Gaylord.
Thank you.
TB got his golf glove there. Glove, not club. Maybe glove, but glove for sure. So
I'm pretty sure he told us it was the best glove he's ever seen. So check out Golf Gaylord for all your golfing needs. As Daniel Jacobson brings the ball up in the wing to Gavin Bevel. Cannot get the board, but the shot, but nice rebound by Dylan Croft, and it will stay with the Snowbirds.
Dylan Croft using his size, using his toughness down there. He's so tough, he can blow bubbles in beef jerky.
We're going to have to check in on that and see if that's a real thing that can happen. Regardless, it is Drayton Evans bringing the ball up the court, stolen by Gavin Bevel. And he takes it himself, splits 2 defenders for the layup. Gavin Bevel with 17 tonight already. Once again, just as many as the Trojans. So nice night for Gavin Bevel. And the tipped out of bounds by Gavin Bevel. The ball will stay here with the Trojans.
Garrison Barrett will take the shot. Mid-range goes in.
Nice move there by Garrett. Barrett, his first field goal of the night. Open in the corner is Hogan, but he passes it back out in the corner to Blues. Back up to Jacobson, getting some sides here. And Hogan wants to take it, decides not to. Bevel in the corner. Back up to Blues, swinging, reversing the ball back and forth. Getting some open shots and a nice layup by Daniel Jacobson there.
And a good display of Snowbird patience there, moving the ball around, looking for an opening. With this, with having to play Gavin and Brody with some fouls, you're going to want to play a lot more team ball here and just move that ball around.
And we are at the 2-minute warning for the second half. So we'll see if the Trojans can bring the lead a little closer going into halftime. Oh, Bevel with a nice dump to Blues. Cannot get the finish. But nice pass and wide open shot for the Snowbirds.
And it rolls all the way around and falls out. Hogan will take not take the open three.
Back up left wing to Blues. Drives down the middle. Out to Hogan. He's looking for someone to throw it to. DJ in the corner. Nice dump off to Dylan Croft. Cannot get the finish, but rebound by number 24, the freshman.
Both of these teams getting some good looks, and we see it time and time again as a key
nice
high school
move.
Basketball. If you can
finish. A little bit of jelly by Garrison Barrett. Sorry for cutting you off there.
If you can finish, then you can win almost any game. See both these teams struggling to cash in on their looks as another foul.
I believe that is on number 32. No. Yeah, 32. Although I think
you lost count anyways, right?
Yeah. Our foul count going into the first half is a lot Snowbirds and a little Trojans, which is reverse of the score.
Well, I mean, still anyone's game here, I'd say.
Yeah, but it didn't work with the joke. So
fair antithesis. Yeah, I get you.
Nice Euro step by number 11 and puts it in with the floater. He's been watching a little bit of Golden State Warriors basketball, copying Steph Curry on that floater. With 20 seconds left, we will see one shot for the Snowbirds. DJ up top, guarded by Sam Mead. Pick and roll with Dylan Croft coming down the middle. And wide open, Gavin Bevel cannot finish. With 3 seconds left, see another half quarter from the Trojans? No, we will not.
And right now we will cut to a break and be back on Next Level Broadcasting.
We all know that Jimmy John's is everyone's go-to option for freaky fast subs. But did you know that they're unveiling new menu options? That's right, Jimmy John's new menu has something for everyone and is a great way to feed the whole family. So, whether you're watching the big game, hard at work, or taking the family out to eat, Jimmy John's wants to make finding a gourmet sandwich easy. The crew of Next Level Broadcasting trusts their pregame meals to Jimmy John's, and you should too, at Jimmy John's in Gaylord.
Are you sick and tired of monotonous family dinners? Then you need to call an audible and let BC Pizza take care of the rest. They've been the best source of handmade, hometown gourmet pizzas since 1988. And with over 30 locations, they're built to serve you. Their presence in each community has been second to none. BC Pizza has a wide variety of menu options, including salads, grinders, and of course, their famous pizza. BC Pizza, the best choice pizza.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Point City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
Halftime show. I'm Pat O'Connor, joined by Charles Strail, Daniel Smith.
It's a toss to Backlund up the left side. Breaks one tackle. He's in. Enough. Chris Kashoniak looks up the middle to Cordy. It is complete. Great catch. Conrad Cordy. Nothing but green after the stiff arm. Touchdown Snowbirds. What a play. The snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is up. The kick is no good.
Today I'm going to tell you about sportsmanship because it's important. Treat your opponents the way you would want to be treated. My mom says that. Listen to the referees. It's their job. Be nice to their team and our team. Cheer them on. Always play fair. It's the right thing to do. It's sportsmanship. It's not that hard.
And welcome back to Monsignor Kaminsky Gymnasium for your Golf Gaylord halftime show. You just got to see the tail end of the St. Mary's Spirit Squad country-themed dance.
There.
Some good spirit addition to the Snowbird atmosphere, festivities. An eventful first half.
Lots of stoppages here, but so yeah, the Snowbirds are leading 32-25, and it's been a good game so far. It's been a little bit. It's been a little choppy, and we would like to see a little bit cleaner in the first half. But as far as scoring, we have for the Snowbirds, Donovan Bluest with 2, Gavin Bevel with 17, I believe, Daniel Jacobson with 7, Brody Jeffers with 6, leading the Snowbirds. And what about the Trojans tonight?
Yeah, and for Trojan basketball, Garrison Bennett with 10. The freshman, the fearsome freshman, Grant Miller with 11. And Drayton Evans with 4.
All right. And we don't have a text-in line tonight, but please drop your name in the comments and where you're watching from if we got any international viewers. I know that's the girls' games, we always tend to get some, not international, but we got some
nationwide.
people from several states away. But we do have one
We have some
listener.
family from Bel Air, Aunt Cindy and our cousin Issa.
Hopefully still watching.
Hi, guys. Mom's probably watching, too.
Yeah, probably. Hey, Mom.
Sean Udell's walking by. He's giving us a wave.
As you see the Snowbirds take the court for what looks to be a good second half of action. Daniel, what do you want to see from the Trojans tonight to hopefully close this lead down and maybe pull off the upset tonight?
I want to see some more aggression. The St. Mary's going to be in the foul end, so they have some leeway here. They can take some more risks. I just want to see more shots go up because, like you said, I mean, it's common knowledge, but you can't make shots if you don't put them up.
I think Michael Scott said that.
Basketball coach, NBA player, The Office.
Regional manager
Regional
of
manager.
Dunder Mifflin Paper Company. And I believe that was plagiarized from Wayne Gretzky, I believe the greatest hockey player of all time. But anyway, 3 minutes until the second half begins. See the Snowbirds and the Trojans warming up.
What about the Snowbird end? What do you think they can do better?
Stop fouling for one.
Stop fouling.
As we
Very
didn't go over
yeah.
it, but it is unofficially, I think, 12-4 with fouls for the Snowbirds to the Central Lake. So one is obviously clean up their play, but also continue to get open shots. They did pretty well this first half of not taking a whole lot of bad shots. Most of their shots were either wide open threes or pretty open layups. And if they just can continue to do that, they can continue to add to this lead and keep the Trojans at bay.
And when do we play the you made a Trojan horse joke in one of the other games.
Yeah, we're not rehashing that one.
No, you don't want to bring that back?
No. In order to tell funny jokes, you have to tell a lot of unfunny jokes in between.
I don't think so. I think you just got to fix your ratio.
Just got to be funny.
To shoot good shots, you have to shoot a lot of bad shots too?
No, you don't. Fair point. And if you are joining us late, you missed, well, I guess everyone on the broadcast missed it, but there was a great JV game here. I believe the Trojans won 31-30 off a half-court buzzer beater to win from, I believe it was number 5.
Riley Schaefer.
I think it was Riley Schaefer, the 8th grader, with a Kobe-esque buzzer beater to secure the victory for the Trojans.
And talking about Grant Miller, the freshman, just an absolute unit, a menace out there. That's scary for other teams to have him the next 3 years after this one, and he's just going to get better and better.
Absolutely. Teams like the Snowbirds, and I believe the Cardinals and Bulldogs of Inland Lakes and Onaway are all led heavily by their seniors. And so to see someone like Grant Miller coming out tonight, even if they don't come out with a win tonight, which they do still have a great chance of doing, even if they don't get a win tonight and don't win the conference this year, they have a lot of hope for years to come. As we begin the third quarter, Gavin Bevel up to Daniel Jacobson to open up the second half. And to the right wing to Gavin Bevel with a pick and roll for Brody and an open three. Hits it to open up the half. Gavin Bevel has been on fire all night tonight, and that continues here early in the second half. Back to the free throw shooter, Garrison Barrett, with a nice layup. Might have to adjust.
Good answer there.
Might have to adjust his nickname now that he's had 4 field goals.
I don't think he'll be too sad about that. The free throw one wasn't great.
Fair enough. The foul there, I believe, in the act of shooting against 24, the freshman. So Jeffers will go to the line to add to his already incredible free throw numbers on the year. And I think, talking to Dale, about the whole team, he said that the Snowbirds have made more free throws than their opponents have attempted this year. So that's just an incredible stat, which nights like tonight aren't helping. So you know that this is out of the ordinary for St. Mary's to be on the losing end of the foul numbers.
Definitely. Both these teams coming into the half with some momentum, a nice three-pointer from Bevel, and a nice layup in traffic.
As the Snowbirds cling to a 10-point lead, which is can't finish. Jeffers with the rebound up the court. Finds Gavin in the corner. Can't finish. Up the court. Does not see it. He takes it himself coast to coast. And he's stripped. Jeffers wide open. Gets it to Bevel up top for a nice transition layup.
And that's team basketball. And just from those two drives, you can see a difference in taking it yourself and sharing the love, sharing the basketball. That's going to get you points.
You can see Jeffers and all the guards, for that matter, always looking up as soon as they get the ball, seeing the court, seeing if there's someone that they can get the ball up to in the fast break. Nice bucket there for Drayton Evans. Bevel brings it back. Lead stays around 10. A couple of buckets for each side. Loose driving up. Reverses court to DJ. Finds Bevel in the corner. Turns down the shot. Finds Jeffers. Turns down the shot. And he gets it into Croft.
And he'll put air one! Dylan Croft.
First bucket for Croft tonight, but he's been big on the boards, and he's just waiting for that time to get those dump-offs. He's really good at playing that dunker spot, bouncing back and forth. And we especially saw it against Onaway, where he was the player of the game. He had about 15 points and probably 6 or 7 drawn fouls.
Yeah, he knows how to leverage his body, use his size, use his strength, and move people and get in the spot he wants to get those rebounds.
Number 11, Garrison Barrett, guarded by Bloost. Out to the freshman.
An open look.
And he puts it down. Grant Miller. A common name here tonight. And Jeffers drives in the lane, looks for an open shot, and Jacobson takes a deep one, just can't finish, but
Jacobson rocking the calf,
looking like
the
MJ.
calf sleeve. Scientifically, I think the benefit is it's proven that look good, play good. Is the
scientifically, and
the charge. That'll be Gavin's fourth.
Oh, so Gavin Bevel
is in trouble.
Yeah, we might expect to see him go to the bench, although it looks like Jacobs, the coach, is going to trust his senior, which so far this year has proven to be a good decision when he decides to do that.
He's got to use that basketball IQ now, play smart, and no fouls whatsoever.
There's also the possibility that he is not at 4 fouls, and we just messed up our count.
This is also true.
All right, Grant Miller up top has a lane, decides to take it and spins, but gets stripped by Jacobson, who shuffles it up to Bevel. A great underhand pass by Daniel Jacobson there.
Quick passes from the Snowbirds, and you don't have time to react. You don't have time to get in position, and leaves an open lane for whatever bird is at the other end.
A nice
Dylan Croft
doing everything tonight.
Off the referee.
Blues down the middle, and Jeffers wide open, drives down the lane.
Himself.
Nice little finger roll by Brody Jeffers. And looking at the score sheet, it's a common one with Bevel and Jeffers leading the charge for the Snowbirds.
That senior leadership. And Donovan Blues always on their best player playing some just
invaluable
relentless defense.
Yes, Donovan always the heart of the Snowbirds defense, while Bevel and Jeffers take the lead on offense. Bevel bringing the ball up the court. Trojans still in a man-to-man look. You can see Dylan Croft coming up for a screen. And Jeffers denies it and finds Bevel, who drives down the lane to Bloost, who also drives and can't get the finish, but a nice move there by Donovan Bloost as Garrison Barrett will bring the ball up the court. Trojans still just have 3 scorers tonight. Barrett, Grant Miller, and then Drayton Evans. And another one from Garrison Barrett. He has
and right
14
back with
tonight.
Jacobson at the other end.
Blink and you miss it with these Snowbirds. They're just up the court as soon as they can get there, and a nice
that'll be a travel call.
Nice call by the referee. But again, the Snowbirds, I literally looked down to mark the point, and Jacobson had already scored.
Yeah, Jacobson's a real good player.
And a foul there. There's something you don't see every day. The Trojans have more fouls than the Snowbirds to start the half.
Wow.
Albeit it is just 1-0, but we'll see. And you'll see getting the ball open 3 to Gavin. Cannot get the finish, but a nice rebound there by Mason Hopp up to Grant Miller. Putting the moves on Dylan Croft, but Croft stays in front of him. And a foul on Brody Jeffers. That is his 4th as well, allegedly.
And Dale Jacobs is not happy about that call.
Finally starting to call out the refs. And Dale is not one to get his voice raised at the refs. So when he starts saying something, when he starts saying something, the refs will start listening, because he's not one of those coaches that will go yell at you if it's not your fault.
And they continue as the ball is put
And
in
nice
the 5-second call.
Nice defensive stop there for the Snowbirds, causing the turnover before the ball's even inbounded. Gavin Bevel will take the Snowbirds offense up the court, and
Rylan Patelski loses control at the end, able to kick it to Donovan, who will take it Jacobson with a 3, and there's too much on that one.
No, there's a lot of Snowbirds on this team who have played basketball for a long time, but the amount of times they look up and the ball is gone already, that's got to be something they practice. That's not natural when it happens over and over and over. That's great coaching by Dale Jacobs to get them looking forward as soon as they get the ball.
Yeah, great coaching, and on the players' behalf, great vision. Gaylord Eye Care, great vision.
Ooh.
Gaylord
Nice
Eye
three
Care.
by Gavin Bevel.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care Center wants to keep you at the top of your game. Trust your eyesight to the friendly and experienced staff at Gaylord Eye Center with 4 locations in Bel Air, Boyne City, Sheboygan, and right here in Gaylord, as Gavin Bevel takes it himself coast to coast and puts it in.
I can attest that the staff is both friendly and experienced.
Save for Alex Powers.
Can't judge myself. Come into Gaylord Eye Care and you can give me a little review. Gavin Bevel with just an incredible night tonight. He's got 29, I believe, already.
As Croft takes it from the three-point line all the way with a drive-in. That's not something you see every day. A big smile on his face. With Brody Jeffers out and Gavin in some foul trouble, Dylan Croft's going to take it on himself. Daniel Jacobson and all the younger players are going to want to.
And Garrison Barrett, always good at answering. Every time the Snowbirds get a big bucket, he comes down, no nonsense, goes to the rim and puts it in.
Gavin.
A little heat check there from Gavin Bevel. He deserves it, though, with the night he's having. With about a minute left in this third quarter, the Snowbirds lead by 20 now. They make that 18. Another bucket for Garrison Barrett.
And another foul on the Snowbirds. I don't know who that one's on.
Garrison Barrett with 18 points tonight. He's had a great night on his own as well as Grant Miller for the Trojans with 13. And then the only other scorer for the Trojans tonight, Drayton Evans, with a nice 6 points. Make that 19 for previously known as the free throw shooter, Garrison Barrett. We're trying to come up with a new nickname. DJ down the lane and finishes.
All by himself, taking it on his own to the rim. Hogan looking for a steal there. A little bit too aggressive. Gets beat, but he's back in defense as number 13, Tristan Wiltsey.
tries to get in on the action. Can't finish. Nice rebound for Croft. Up to Gavin. And tipped out of bounds. So with 26 seconds left, the Snowbirds will get the ball. Over under half a possession. 1.5 possessions for the rest of this quarter.
Under.
Oh! Oh, never mind. It looks like your bet will, I don't know what they say, hit?
And
or not.
Ryland will be called for the foul. Still one possession.
So, barring a offensive rebound by the Snowbirds, Daniel will lose his bet. How much money did you put down on that?
None. I'm broke. I'm a college student.
Fair enough. Got to spend money to make money, and the inverse is that can't make money if you don't spend money.
Yep.
Miss from Ryland Metelsky. He has had a quiet night so far scoring-wise, but he's always a presence down low on defense and rebounding. And we'll get lane violation. Not sure if it was on Metelsky or one of the Snowbird rebounders, but nonetheless, Daniel's bet will fail, as we will see the second possession.
I think I said over. You can do the replay after the game.
I can assure you, you did not. 5, 4, 3, and ball's on the floor. Will they get a shot off? No, they will not. So going into the
fourth quarter, we'll go with a break and be back on Next Level Broadcasting.
Two, one. Welcome back to the fourth quarter of action here at Monsignor Kaminsky Gymnasium as the Snowbirds lead by 19, 57-38, with 8 minutes to play in the game. What do you think? How do you think the Trojans? What do the Trojans have to do to pull off the upset comeback?
It's getting a bit out of hand here. I don't know. Too much on that one. It'll bounce out in 34. Drayden Evans takes the ball up for the Trojans. Wiltsey, with no relation to St. Mary's coach Wiltsey, will put it in for the nice mid-range 2.
4 scores now for the Trojans. Shout out to Coach Wiltsey doing the official team film for the Snowbirds tonight. Nice.
And Brody will put one in to answer the Trojan 2.
Keep the lead at 19. Number 11, Garrison Barrett, finds 34, Drayton Evans down low, and he, nice pump fake, stays patient and gets the bucket down low. Bevel turning it up.
And a nice behind-the-back pass to Jacobson, who looks into Croft. A block.
Oh, Jeffers had Bevel wide open. As soon as he saw it, it was closed.
And Gavin will float one in.
Doesn't matter for Gavin Bevel, though. He'll find a way to get a bucket. Gavin Bevel, an absolute beast tonight. I believe he just crossed the 30-point mark. Wow.
And Donovan Blues, Donnie all the way by himself, 1-on-2, and cannot finish as Garrison Barrett.
Back the other way, and a jump ball for the Snowbirds. Ball will stay with the Snowbirds.
Snowbirds ball will stay with the Snowbirds. Nice.
We're amateurs here.
61-42 with just over 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
You know who are professionals, though?
Who's professionals?
Golf Gaylord.
Golf Gaylord. Gaylord is known by many as the golf mecca of northern Michigan. Whether you need new clubs or to fix your swing, head in to Golf Gaylord.
A nice Euro step by Brody Jeffers.
Can't complete, though, and the Trojans will take it the other way.
Little bit.
Garrison Barrett will put it in. Jacobson to Jeffers, and quick passes.
7 seconds or less. Many possessions here tonight for the Snowbirds.
And Jacobson will knock it out of bounds. That's going to go back to the Trojans.
A lot of times in high school basketball, you'll see that someone's first instinct is to dribble the ball, but with the Snowbirds, it really seems like their first instinct is to find someone else who's farther down the court than they are and get it to them.
And an interesting
acrobatic move. Brody Jeffers does not dunk it.
All alone.
Curiously.
Puts it in.
Can Brody dunk it?
I don't think so. He had the leg last year.
Oh, you're right.
And a timeout will be called.
Nevertheless, Brody Jeffers with a great night tonight. 16 points, I believe. Once again, disclaimer: all of our scores are
all of our stats are
allegedly official stats.
But you know what we know for sure?
What do we know for sure, Daniel?
The quality of service at Schultz's Marathon Party Store. Snowbird fans know the Ski Valley away games mean traveling north on I-75. Stop in on your trip to Schultz's Marathon Party Store in Wolverine. Fuel up on snacks, jerky, and all the other essentials for your road trip. And this road trip for the Central Lake Trojans looks like it's going to be ending in a loss here soon unless a miracle happens.
Which is always possible here at St. Mary Cathedral School.
Shout out to Mary up in the corner.
However, the Trojans tonight have played tough, and they really did put up a fight for the first 3 quarters of this game. The Snowbirds were just too much for them tonight, but that doesn't mean that they nothing to hang your head about if you're a Trojan.
And Wiltsey, I think, 11.
Yes.
No, Barrett will take that one.
All right. That's more like it.
Hogan from 3. Short. Look at his own rebound. Take to Jacobson. To Croft. Finds Hogan back. And they'll slow it down. Take it back up to the point guard at the top of the key.
Try and reverse court a few times. And Gavin Bevel cannot connect. It's not something you see very often, is a Gavin Bevel miss.
Brody Jeffers. Honan, I was going to say take it himself, but Croft will put it up, get his own rebound, and kick it out for this very long offensive drive. Gavin will end it with a nice layup, and the Trojans 24. Grant Miller will take it up.
Gavin Bevel might end the night with 40 or more points.
He's an anomaly.
Nice word from the future English teacher.
Learn that one in environmental geology, though. $3 words are everywhere, people.
And up the court to Garrison Barrett, the leader.
Daniel Jacobson will pick up a foul. He is not happy about that.
Yeah, I think the coaches are not happy with him for trying that. It's one of those things where you don't do it, and they're going to say, why didn't you go for it? You do it. It happens. You're a genius. You do it, and you get a foul. Then they start yelling at you. It's kind of a catch-22 for the player. And up the court to Bevel. Oh, touch pass to Daniel Jacobson, and one.
There wasn't a dribble. There wasn't a dribble on that one. All the way up the court to an and one without a dribble.
Absolutely beautiful display of passing here for the Snowbirds tonight. You got to credit not only the players, but also Dale Jacobs for forcing the issue, making sure that every shot is an open shot.
I bet on the St. Mary's end, the ball has hit the ground less times than they fouled.
That might be the case tonight. And we'll see Dylan Croft maybe leave the game for good due to the ovation he's getting. Start to see some JV players filtering in here maybe.
And Luca's getting closer to the box, not checking in yet.
Nice finish for the and one for Daniel Jacobson. As Drayton Evans brings it up the court, guarded by Hogan McKinley. Into the corner to Sam Mead.
And right back.
Nice little give and go. Stolen by Bevel. Let's see if he can come away with some more points here. And he does.
Coast to coast.
One-man show on that possession. Gavin Bevel having possibly a career-high night.
And another foul, this time on Rylan Metelsky.
You count it up real quick, see how many points Bevel has.
As the Trojans take it out, and it'll go to the corner as our fearsome freshman will put it up. Doesn't finish. Jacobson kicks to Gavin Bevel, who will take it all the way down to Hogan. Back to Jacobson. And a quick turnover, not a nice turnover, quick turnover. Evans taking it by himself and can't complete as Brody takes it right back the other way. Nice look inside to Bevel.
Oh,
right
nice.
back to Brody, and that works. Brody puts it in.
Technically, that's an alley-oop. Could not finish with the dunk, but
Technically.
absolutely incredible pass by Gavin Bevel.
Ball's knocked away but recovered. Number 3, Sam Mead drives in.
And
but the
here
ball's
we
knocked
see
out of bounds.
Luka Sherwinski. Just kidding, Luka Sherwinski.
From
but
after a beautiful JV showing.
just about as good as Luka Doncic. You check their stats. Trust me.
A similar look. I got like the same hairstyle too.
All right. Drayton Evans up the court.
And he'll guard our freshman. Is that a freshman on freshman? No, wait, no.
All right.
Oh, no.
See
No, it's
Snowbirds on offense. 2 minutes left. Let's see if Gavin Bevel can score what is allegedly his 36th and 37th point of the night.
allegedly.
We'll have final.
It's the slogan of the Powers Cast.
Oh, Gavin Bevel tries to dump it off to Lucas Sherwinski. Just couldn't handle it. And now we will see the
a flock of JVers, of JV Snowbirds.
Hockey substitution. Let's see. Let's call them out. We've got
Ben Cherry. Lucas Sherwinski's already in. Hunter Clipaldo.
Eli Major and Sean Udell.
Sean Udell, son of science teacher Natalie Udell, Miss Udell.
Drama extraordinaire.
Mr. Udell.
If you're listening to this later tonight.
Bruce.
There we go.
Apologies to
And
Mr.
Sean Udell brings the ball up the court. Let's see what the JV, the
Sean
future.
Udell is Mr. Basketball of JV as he goes back in defense. For
Garrison Barrett
look at a foul.
finishing his night. It's nice to see all these JV players out here checking out the future of Snowbird basketball.
Definitely.
And with the freshman for Central Lake.
He'll be there to see him.
Yeah, look at this. You might see this 3 or 4 years from now.
A couple more inches, too. Hopefully.
Nice night here for Garrison Bennett.
And a foul called on our friend, the freshman. I should know his name by now. Grant Miller.
And nice.
Interesting call at this time of the game. But Ben Cherry will take the ball out for the Snowbirds.
Point guard Sean Udell.
Ben Cherry, son of Coach Cherry. Similar attitudes in sports.
To what? Each other?
Yeah, to each other.
Oh.
Maybe, kind of. Not really. you can't match Coach Cherry's
passion for the game.
But, I mean, maybe Ben will the next couple of years.
And if you look up at the top of your screen, you will see Coach O'Connell, who flaked out on us for a halftime interview.
He's a humble coach in some aspects. decided not to be in the halftime show, but he is here watching the game, just like he is for almost every St. Mary's event. The Travelers called on Sean Udell. And that's true for all the coaches. Just looking in one direction, we see Coach O'Connell, Coach Wiltsey, Coach DeLong is around here somewhere. A lot of support from all the coaching staff, translating from sport to sport.
We got 1 minute remaining in this game. Open three for Drayton Evans. He can't get the bucket, but he gets his own rebound and puts in a layup.
Put it in. Shawnee will take it up. And it's knocked out of bounds. It's going to be white ball. See if we can see a JV out of bounds play put to use here. As Sean Udell takes it to Lucas Sherwinski in the middle. Time to eat and just out. Alex is fiercely adding up some stats, shaking the whole table. As Captain America, Evans will draw a foul.
All right.
He'll go to the line.
With 11 seconds left. We're going to go over our leading scorers for tonight. Starting off with our player of the game tonight, Gavin Bevel, with an incredible 35 points. And followed by, for the Snowbirds, Brody Jeffers with 18, Daniel Jacobson with 14, Donovan Blues with 2, and Dylan Croft with 5. So only the starters scored tonight for the Snowbirds. As the clock runs out here tonight, St. Mary's will get the win 74-57. Before we go ahead and read off the Trojan numbers tonight.
You got it. It's not very organized on there, the paper you're giving me.
So we've got Garrison Barrett leading the Trojans with 27 points. Grant Miller, the freshman, with 13. Drayton Evans, Captain America, with 12. And Tristan Wiltsey with 2 points. Oh. So we've got, looks like 15 from Grant Miller.
And after a good showing from both of these teams, Central Lake will go home and get ready for their next game, and St. Mary's will do the same. Thank you for signing in tonight on Next Level Broadcasting.
Yes, this is Alex Powers and Daniel Powers signing off. Powerscast with the still undefeated in conference Snowbirds. Have a good night and a safe drive. All right.